Mark Richter, thank you very much for joining us today. You're chairing the entire conference at Soldier Tech, but perhaps you could tell us a bit about what your opening remarks are about.
Discuss a little bit about soldier modernization across the NATO community and the impact of Land Capability Group 1 on dismounted soldier systems, bringing together all the NATO countries and Partnership for Peace nations to develop interoperability standards for a coalition environment.
So what would you say are your current three biggest challenges, particularly with regard to interoperability?
Interoperability, it's a big challenge right now in our Afghanistan with our coalition partners. In the future, hopefully, we can minimize some of those challenges by looking at interoperability opportunities in the design and the development of our soldier systems.
So where do you see the main focus in soldier modernization lying in the next 2 years?
I think there's a lot of work being done in what's the network solution to pass the data and what's the correct presentation of the information to the leaders and the soldier that they're looking at on the battlefield, as well as really focusing on the human factors and the ergonomics pieces, reducing the weight, while trying to decrease the size of some of the components that are utilized on soldier systems.
So with regard to lightening the load, reducing burden, we were hearing before about modularity and modular systems. And on the one hand, people like Cassidian were saying that we need the more modularity in order to enable quicker deployment. On the other hand, we're hearing from Brigadier Wilkes about it really needs to be behind us if we're able to tackle the issue of burden effectively. And I just wondered where you stand on the matter.
I think both are correct. It's a double-edged sword. Modularity is good because it gives you choices. It allows you to tailor a capability for the specific mission that you're on. The other side of it is we tend to put many different functions in one item. And so instead of being able to now take that item off when we wouldn't need one of the functions, we're forced to keep that item. So it's an area that requires good trade space analysis, understanding what the user's needs are, and then making the right choices for what needs to be modularized and what needs to not be modularized and able to be taken off mission specific.
And also, what would you say are the key focuses that the industry should be looking out for with regard to soldier modernization?
Absolutely the user interface. What is the user going to do with the equipment they're providing, and remembering that it's a human underneath that has to use it. That shouldn't be working for the equipment needs to be working for him. It can't be cumbersome, it can't be a burden, it needs to be a capability enhancement, else it's not giving us what we need. At the same time, the industry folks need to be looking out beyond that for what are the new technologies and how do we achieve interoperability standards so that we can operate effectively in a coalition environment in the future.
And finally, how is the troop drawdown from Afghanistan going to affect soldier modernization?
I don't think the troop drawdown will have much effect at all on soldier modernization. The things that we're providing right now to the Marines and soldiers out there, as far as urgent requirements, urgent needs, are based upon a threat we're fighting right now. But we have to be prepared to fight the threats of the future, and that's what these soldier modernization systems need to be focused on. So near-peer competitors across the spectrum of warfare is what a soldier modernization system has to be able to do. So we're going to need it in the future. We're not just building it for Afghanistan, and I think we have to keep the soldiers the #1 focus for our militaries because they're the ones that are going to win the battles.
Well, thank you very much, Mark Richter. That's about all we have time for, so thank you.